Dark fantasy is dark for many reasons. This could be thematically, setting that right mood and putting the right setting of your story. It also could relate to, the type of characters you're writing about or what occurs to them throughout the story. And then, of course, on a little bit more of the extreme, there is the grim dark genre as well. That's even darker still for reasons. But when I'm working on writing dark fantasy, one of the things that I try to consider and try to make sure I am aware of is finding that right balance of all the hard things that happen in the story and the plot and every kind of tragedy or every kind of proverbial wall that the characters kind of come up against as they are trying to progress through the story and plot. If you only have grim and dark and grim and dark, you can potentially lose a readership because not everybody wants to read a book that is just, a losing battle after a losing battle, a harsh circumstance after another harsh circumstance. And so right now, I'm kind of wrapping up the second part of a Greek myth retelling. It is a dark fantasy for many reasons. I mean, Greek myth is dark. If you really know the origin stories of Greek myth, they're inherently dark and grim and, disturbing in many ways. But still trying to find the right balance where not only for your character's sake, but your readership can find these moments of maybe not necessarily joy or elation, but these brief moments of respite where you feel like you have a moment to breathe before the next wave of something potentially dramatic hits. And finding that right balance to tell the story I want to tell, but not necessarily off-put so many readers can be tricky. So that's what I'm working on right now, is because I'm at the section where it's been just a hard time after a hard time, and I can feel that I need to give my character this kind of, again, moment of respite, however that may occur. But it's hard because the story itself is dark and I don't want to derail the story itself and make it something that's not, but it needs something, that moment where both reader and my poor characters can be like, oh, okay, I can reset and I'm ready to handle whatever else is thrown at me next.